when you get sent to jail or sent to another jail from jail, once you get to that reception, that specific reception for that prison, there's a process you have to go to. You have to go through to. Well, it's a process you've got to go through in reception. Yeah, they have to process you. So, they'll be taking your name, they'll be taking a picture, they'll be doing this, they'll be doing that. They'll strip search you, take your clothes off, fill them all, arms up, spin around, drop your boxes around your ankles, give them a shake. All of that. Yeah, they will also go through your property. Yeah, open your bag up, and go through it. What have you got? Make sure it's all on your property card. Yeah, so your property card will go with you. Yeah, throughout your prison. Your prison file follows you around. Yeah, so they know who you are and all this. But there'll be a property card. So, how many you had a pair of trainers in the other jail. You bought a pair of trainers. Say you bought a pair of trainers. They'll write that on your property card. It was a blue Nike pair. Yeah. And then if you bought a stereo, they'll say you've Panasonic stereo, and it's basically so you can't have loads of stuff in your cell that don't belong to you. Yeah. So if they come to your cell and someone says you nicked something, which does happen, there is grass. There's snitches in prison. There's grasses. There's a lot of haters. Someone says, "Oh, he's nicked something of mine," and the screws come to your cell with your prop card and go, "Okay, he says you've nicked that. It's not on your prop card." That's what it's for. But really, prop cards, they're meaningless. They're there if the screw doesn't like you. Really, I mean, I've never had them come in my cell, and I've nicked stuff out of other cells and been nicked for it in prison. Yeah, got in trouble for it in prison. And they don't come in your prop card. They go through the prop card at the other jail. And usually, if you arrive with something that's not on the prop card, they'll just write it down onto the new prop card when you get to your another jail. Yeah. Some jails don't. I mean, I arrived. I was enhanced in a jail, which means you're the best behaved prisoner in jail. Yeah. So you basic, standard, enhanced. Everyone starts on standard. If you misbehave, you drop down to basic, which you get no money. You're not allowed out your cell, this, that. If you're enhanced, you're allowed more money. You're allowed to buy a computer if you can afford one, and this and that. I was on enhanced. I had a PlayStation. I lost my enhanced. They took it off me. They put it in reception. Actually, I started that story wrong. I got enhanced and I bought a PlayStation off somebody. Yeah, someone didn't want their PlayStation no more, and I bought it off them it was some packets of tobacco. I forgot how many I paid him. That's what he wanted, yeah. So I've got the PlayStation now. It just gradually belongs to me. Like the screws come and check. They don't ever check and say it's not on your prop card, you can't have it. Well, a couple of officers did go, where did that come from? They don't really care. I'm on enhanced anyway. They know what people do in jail, sell, buy, whatever. People go home and leave stuff. But I lost it. Got put in reception. I lost my enhanced, and the screws took the PlayStation and put it in reception. Not on my prop card. I should have lost it. Got shipped out, sent to another jail. What's this? It's not on your prop card. It's a PlayStation 2 as well. It's quite a big thing not to have. I don't know why it's not on my prop card. I'm enhanced, didn't I? I'd got my enhanced back by this time, yeah? Got my enhanced back, I should say that. Got my enhanced back and then got shipped out. Still hadn't got my PlayStation back. It was in reception. It's one of them ones. Garv, can you go to reception and get my belongings out of the box tomorrow? Garv, can you get my... Yeah, 10 minutes. Then you don't see him again for 3 weeks, It just was sitting there. It wasn't mine anyway, really, so... Got to the next jail. It's not on my prop card. You should have took it and chucked it in the bin or whatever. Gee, just signed it on, give it to me. I was on enhanced anyway. I'm saying that I'm just using that example. The screws don't really care about prop cards. If you can make it to your cell with it, they usually let you keep it. Also, it's the they want to search it and make sure there's no drugs in there, no knives, no the usual stuff. Especially if you're coming in from the street as well. If you're coming in from the street, you can have anything on you. Your phone, this, that. And it used to be all they had was a wand, a metal detecting wand. Wand it down over you. If it beeps, you've got something inside. If not, you know. But there's so many ways around it. I mean, if you're going to hide a phone inside yourself, phone's made 90% plastic anyway. Those ones don't go off. Electrical wire. Think about it. It wraps something up in electrical wire. And then they brought out, because those ones are next to useless, really. They brought out a chair. It's like a chair you sit on. It's a normal chair. You sit on it, and it's like an X-ray machine. It'll go off if you've got something inside you again, and it's much more sensitive, yeah. Plus you've got the like airport style scanners now that they put things through and it X-ray it and stuff like that, yeah. I think they've had them for a long time, but it's more high tech now, yeah. So you go for all that when you get to reception, yeah. So you go there with your bag. So say you get shipped out from another jail, you could have 10 bags, literally. You know, you could have 10 bags, all your property. You get to the other jail and you've got to go through the whole process. They empty it out, they go through it, they get your prop card out, they put it through an X-ray machine. You sit on a metal detector machine. You know, you get your strip searched, you go through you get your photo taken. Okay, so I'm banged up in Pentonville with a geezer. He was red hot. And when I say red hot, I mean bait. I mean the screws were on this geezer. Yeah, they knew he was up to no good. He used to get visits. This is all alleged, obviously. This is all allegedly. I could be making this up, but he used to come through on visits all the time. All the time he'd be out there on visits, collecting parcels. Yeah, and he flooded whatever wing he was on. He was on closed visits because of this, because he was so bait. He used to talk over the phone. He didn't care. He would take a parcel, and he did it. He would take a parcel in front of 5 screws, with them seeing him and knowing full well as soon as it was gone, they weren't getting it. That was his mentality. Yeah, he didn't give a shit. And he's on closed visits because he didn't give a shit, yeah? Closed visits is basically you're behind a screen. You're behind a glass. You're in a little room behind a glass. And your visitor is behind a glass. You can't pass nothing. You can't kiss. You can't cuddle. You can't do nothing. He's on closed visits because he's so bait. I'm his cellmate because I'm not on closed visits and I can go out on a visit and get his parcels for him, yeah? And run round the wing for him because he's always on basic and blah, blah, blah. And I earn out of it. They've come to his door one day. You're going SWALSIDE, yeah? He was doing a 10-year EPP. I forgot the exact what EPP means. It's an extended license, yeah? So, and it's not a normal sentence. It's not like, okay, you've got 10, you're going to do half or 3/4 or whatever. It's, I think you've got to do the full 10, and then you've got a long license. If my memory serves. I mean, I've talked about IPP sentences before and how they were made illegal, and you know the European courts, the human rights court said you can't send someone away forever and not tell them when they're getting out for certain, you know, when they're 18 and they've had 3 fights in their life, and now you're telling them you've got an IPP, you could do 20 years. It's unfair, it's unjust, it's unlawful, and they scrapped it. They basically replaced it with these EPPs. He got a 10-year EPP, and yeah, he was always waiting to get shipped out, and he knew he was going to go SWALSIDE eventually. It's like high security BCAT prison, quite notorious, infamous, and he's got a phone on him. He's got all sorts, allegedly, right? And whatever else he's got can get plugged. He can plug everything he's got, all like the drugs and all that. He's got a lot of food, yeah, because he allegedly sells things on the wing. He's not short of food and stuff, yeah. How am I going to get this? How am I going to get this fruit of SWALSIDE? He's never once contemplated leaving the phone behind, yeah. To me, yeah. I'm not moaning about it. I'm just saying, yeah. This is his mentality. I'm going with this, and I'm going to get through. I'm not even worried about the Pentonville side. I'll get out in Pentonville. I need to get the SWALSIDE with this, yeah. He's got a bird. He's more worried about his bird. He's not even worried about the business side of it, of earning. He's got a bird, and if you don't talk to her 10 times a day, he cries. Like, I'm not joking. He gets down if you don't talk to his bird. That's why he wants it. Yeah. Bird means girlfriend for anybody that doesn't know. He's there, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Yeah, he's got no guts, no glory. No guts, no glory there. And he keeps psyching himself up, going, no guts, no glory. Like, I'm thinking, well, racking our brains, like, how are we going to get this through? You can't stick it up his thing, up his behind, yeah? He's going to sit on the chair. This is like a high security jail, yeah? You've got to be doing over 10 to go there, right? And he's never once contemplated not taking it away. How am I going to get it? How am I going to? No guts, no glory. Right? I'm thinking, oh my god. Right, you got all this food. I've literally thought it come into my head. Yeah, he's got all fish, tins of sardines, tins of fucking mackerel, tins of tuna, the oil tuna, sunflower. You know what I mean? Tuna and oil. Thinking, right, now we're on to something. Don't forget, the screws have told him he's going. He's basically just got to pack up his gear, then they're going to come back and get him. We've opened up one of the sardines, tins of sardines, where you peel it open that way. It's long. It's in tomato sauce. Yeah. Put the phone, and it was like a lipstick phone. It's basically the size of that's how big his phone was. Yeah. But better like that. That's how big his phone was, mate, and that thick as well. Yeah. That's how thick it was. Bit off a couple of fingers off of gloves and put it in the fingers, yeah. Blue gloves, right? Sticks out like a sore thumb in a tin of sardines that's got tomato sauce in it, yeah. Genuinely, got the red felt tip pen out and we just coloured the pen in red, yeah. Coloured the pen in red. Took a couple of the bloody sardines out, chucked them away, pushed it in, yeah. But we haven't bent the tin of sardines lid. We just sort of opened it a little bit, like pulled the ring back a little bit, opened it out a little bit so you can get a few bits out and get the thing in there, yeah? Pushed it back down shut. If you look at it, you know it's open, but just at a breeze, it doesn't look like it's open. Alright, now what? What are we doing here? You know what I mean? You've got your phone in a tin of sardines, it's definitely still going to get found, isn't it? Screws are going to go through it and find it. Now the ideas are flowing like now the fish ideas flowing in both our heads now, yeah. We're just gonna skank up your gear, mate, with fish. We're just gonna put fish everywhere, mate, yeah. Open up a tin of tuna. Packed all his stuff now, yeah. Packed it all, put the special tin of sardines wherever, yeah, in the bag, right? So that can't all fall out. All down on the floor. Now we've opened up the tin of tunas. Fucking bit of oil there, bit of there. We've got his baby oil. Yeah, just squirted it. So it looks like it's all part of the tin of the tuna that's bust open, yeah. Sealed the bags, yeah. Right, well, here we haven't sealed them. Done it up. Yeah, you know it is. Done a little loop, done it up, yeah. He hasn't told the screws, obviously. They've come to get him out. Plan is, this is going to be festering for hours. By the time it gets opened in Swalside, on the Isle of Sheppey in Kent, he's coming from Pentonville, going to the Isle of Sheppey in Kent, yeah. By the time it gets there, the screws are going to open it up and it's going to be rancid, isn't it? They don't check it from Pentonville. They don't get rid of it at Pentonville. They don't check it and open it all up at Pentonville. They're opening that bag up at Swalside, yeah? I still don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. It's got to go through x-ray machines and this and that, and you know what I mean? The x-ray machine don't care about the smell. Right. When you get through, yeah? If you get through, he went, I'll ring your old man. And I'll tell him to pass you on a message, because obviously once I talk to my old man, it's going to be on the blue prison phone, yeah, recorded, right? So I don't want him to say, yeah, thingy got through with his mobile phone in Swalside. Like come out of a thing like Salmon said hello or something ridiculous. Never thought I'd hear that. Never thought I'd hear that message, get that message. So I don't know, 2 days later, he's gone now. See you later. No guts, no glory. Psyched up to gone out the cell like a bloody bull in a china shop, mate. Psyched up, really like he's gonna throw the screw down the stairs, steaming like psyched himself up into anything. A couple of days, I'm laying on the bed now. Yeah, I forgot about it. He's definitely lost that blower. 2 days later, I'm talking to me. I say, oh man, stepdad, Plum. I'm talking to him. And he went, yeah, Salmon said hello. I couldn't believe it. I burst out laughing. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how did he get through with that? But I can imagine him getting there, yeah. Go, come on, Gov, come on, fucking no guts, no glory. Get me on the wing, rushing them and kicking off and moaning about the tuna that's gone everywhere. And they didn't check it properly and he got through with it. Yeah. If you like that, hit the subscribe and we'll chat tomorrow. Adios.